Too many golfers are paying more for a golf ball that they actually can't take advantage of. Which means you're paying more for one golf ball and getting pretty much the same results as you would with the cheaper one. So before we go any further, I'd love to hear what golf ball you're using and the reasons why. Because whether you like it or not, the one piece of equipment we use throughout the full 18 holes is the golf ball. And it does amaze me, people going and getting a brand new driver for £549, but not having a golf ball that they use in that custom fitting, or even worse, they use a range ball to get the numbers that they're after. I must stress this 5-stage guide for golf balls can be utilised with any brand, even though their most expensive ball is £30 a dozen, and that's the one I'm going to be using over the course of the year. I'm very excited to announce the new channel partner and any guesses who it might be with, and I'll give you the full details of that at the end of the video. So let's start with the entry price point and the two-piece balls you will see on the market. And there's a good reason they feel a tiny bit harder than, let's say, the more premium balls, and it's because you're going to do a lot of this and this, and then sadly probably some of this. The point is, it needs to be durable, it needs to be tough, it's going to be in extreme conditions around the golf course, and then also cheap enough that you're not going to fret over the next 3 holes that you've lost 15 quid worth of golf balls that you literally just bought from the pro shop. Whether you like it or not, the dimples on that golf ball actually do something. That's why on cheaper balls, the dimples are going to be somewhat larger, and they're designed to give that beginner, that mid to low club head speed player, less spin. More often than not, that player's coming over the top, slicing it, keeping that club face open, and the ball just spins up into the air and doesn't go anywhere. Therefore, the cheaper ball is going to be more suited to you, give you more distance off the tee, and ultimately when it comes to around the green, I mean, to be honest, we're just happy if we don't thin it or, well, fat it. And when you think expensive golf balls, urethane covers, the technique of this typical player wouldn't necessarily be able to take advantage of that kind of technology anyway. Whether you like it or not, those dimples on the golf ball actually do something, meaning the two-piece, cheaper, more affordable golf balls are designed to be harder, designed to be tougher, so you don't wear away the dimples in the bunker, off the trees, off the cart path, etc. Meaning if we're lucky enough to still have that ball in 4 holes, you still got a relatively good chance of it going straight. Now stage 2, £19.99 for a dozen, 3-piece, very common, very popular with everyday golfers. It hasn't got the urethane cover, mainly because you're still going to be doing a lot of this. However, you've been playing and practicing a bit more, so you do see a bit more of, well, that. And obviously I meant to miss the green for demonstration purposes, of course. The point is, stage 2 golfer swings faster, is a tiny bit more consistent, gets that odd great shot, still has the potential to do this. Right! But unlike the stage 1 golfer, they've been working on their short game, so they want that 3-piece. So rather than just get it on the green, try and get it a bit close. Yeah, I'll take that. One of the bigger issues I have with high mid-handicappers of all club head speeds using more premium balls is that they've destroyed it, they've cut it up or lost it before even actually having a chance to utilise that urethane soft cover for those buttery wedge shots around the green. Now the next 3 balls are all premium, £29.99 urethane covers, one's 4-piece, the other 2 are 3. These are for good golfers, but let me show you which golfers will suit these best. Now sadly, for demonstration purposes, that's why a newer golfer, a beginner, doesn't use a more premium golf ball. I should also mention, using the stage 2 ball in the winter, especially in England, for all level of golfers would be a good option. The ground's wet, you're going to get a pebble to stop on them, and it means if you do head into the rough and it's sogging plugs, well, you've only lost a few quid opposed to a bit more. Now with this next 3 golf balls, level of player isn't necessarily the determining factor, and every brand does it. They have a premium ball and they have 2 or 3 different versions of that ball. The idea, a 5 handicapper in their 60s that swings their driver at 95 miles an hour is going to get good performance from that urethane cover premium ball as much as a player that swings at 120, but different cores and levels to the golf ball, so they get the right amount of spin with their driver but still has the same level of performance around the green when they're swinging their wedge at 40 miles an hour. The Pro Soft is, in my eye, that up-and-coming junior or potentially that seasoned veteran. Played off single figures in their 40s and 50s, but they're starting to get a bit slower. They're steady. They don't find the trees, they don't find the bunkers, and they definitely don't find the cart path. However, they have that nice smooth swing that just gets the ball down the middle. Neither of these three next golf balls are better than one another. They all need to be soft around the green, hence the urethane cover. All three of these players are going to be finding the fairways more often than not, therefore not shredding them up, yet they're all designed for different club head speeds off the tee. This is going to help that player that doesn't bomb it off the tee and has that nice consistent shot shape down the middle. Yeah, let's be honest, from 70 yards out, from all three of those players, we pretty much need the same kind of compression, as from 70 yards out, we all need to swing the same club head speed to get the same level of distance. So let's move on to stage 4, the Pro. 95 to 110 mile an hour driver club head speed, which is important as the spin's going to be right for that level of player off the tee. And I'd expect this ball to be one of the most popular ones. Still the urethane cover, still 3-piece, more for that weekend golfer that's been playing a long time, i.e. 15 handicap and below. And the only reason I say 15 handicap and below is because I know a lot of you will be swinging the driver at 100, 105, thinking I need a more premium ball. But you play off 18, 19 and 20 for a reason. Distance isn't the issue. You could hit a hybrid 220 yards. It's the short game. The massive difference between a player that swings a driver at 100 miles an hour that plays off 20, 19, 18 is that their short game, wedge game, short iron play is nowhere near where it should be. Oh, I'm swinging it good at the moment. That could be on the green, that could. I've never driven this green before, but with a bit of help of the wind, we might have it. Right, quick time lapse. Unbelievable. Who put the bunker there? I'm pretty sure that's the pitch mark there, and it's just rolled back off the bank. Rubbish. The point I'm trying to make is that if you swing at 100 miles an hour, hit a drive like I just did there, and you play off 16 and above, you might as well just use the tour ball, because your chipping, your wedge game isn't quite there yet. It still needs grinding, practicing, and probably because you spent the majority of the time working on your driver. But until you can get consistent from this yardage, with any ball, there's not really much point spending that much money on a urethane covered one. And yes, I did just fat that heavily. Okay, the Pro Plus for that extremely fast club head speed player, 110 miles an hour plus, basically wanting good distance off the tee, but then also long irons. We're talking long par 3s, 210, 220, par 5s in 2, hybrid off the deck, fairway wood off the deck, driving iron off the deck. This is the ball I've been using for the last 3 weeks or so, getting used to it, getting an understanding of the ball, the brand. Do I like it? Would I recommend it? And the answer for $29.99 for the dozen, yeah, I think it's good. It definitely works for me and my club head speed. And hopefully to test this, we haven't got many goes. 296 par 4, we're going 3 wood off the deck, even though I don't really like this 3 wood quite at the moment. And that is why. And as I was saying, they're better for those high-speed, low-wood combinations. And what is quite evident from those 2 shots is the ball isn't going to be the be-all, end-all. You still need good sound technique in there. However, I do think there is a merit of playing one ball within your budget, within your level of game, that you can utilise the properties for that ball. For example, the Pro Plus has 4 cores so that it can deliver low spin off high club head speed. If that Pro Plus was used by that veteran at 95 miles an hour and less, he's just not going to see the right launch conditions to get the most out of his drives. even though he'd still be able to use it rather effectively around the green. Because I want to thank Vice for being the new channel partner. You'll be seeing their branding in a lot of videos going forward, and I feel the price structure and the ball itself does fit the channel incredibly well. And on the bonus side, it helps pay nursery fees, which is the bane of my life. Guys, I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you thought about it and what stage of golfer you're at the moment, and I'll catch you guys later.